y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. I want to just come on here and tell y'all, first of all, in case you didn't know, I'm Latoya Unique, aka the Scar Alchemist. I specialize in scar. Yes, I'm in ATL Blush PMU. I'm in Midtown, right across from Pond City Market. So, middle of the city, perfect location. Come holla at me. But in case you guys didn't know, I am the Scar Alchemist. I am a oncology nurse practitioner, now turned tattoo goddess, and I specialize in camouflage tattoos, medical tattoos. If you've never heard of medical tattoos, they are not like traditional tattoos, so I don't draw designs or anything, pictures or anything like that on people's skin. I hide their scars and their stretch marks with flesh tone ink. So I know it sounds crazy. It is a little bizarre, but it's fun. I basically mix up different skin tone colors and then I blend them in with their scars and their stretch marks, and so they're virtually unnoticeable. And the treatment is amazing. People have life-changing transformations. It always blows my mind with how people come in with these insecurities about how they feel about their body. They have like body image issues, and in as little as 2 treatments, they come out brand new. So it's almost like I do a whole, I take people on their caterpillar to butterfly journey. So it's incredible, it's amazing, and I absolutely love it. So I'm already getting questions. I wanted to come on here and tell y'all, to share with y'all some questions that I've been getting on Wednesdays. I haven't been answering them in my stories, but I typically go live every now and then. I haven't been live in a minute. So we're gonna share questions via the live. So we already got a question coming up. She says, do you offer inkless revisions? I do not offer any inkless revisions. I personally don't think that they are as effective for clients. I have treated many clients who have gotten inkless treatment from somebody else with no avail. I think they work best on non-melanated people, and most of my clients are extremely melanated, all skin tones. So I do Asians, Africans, Caribbean, Black people, brown people, Latinos, Latinas. So I do everybody with a lot of melanin, and I also do white people too. But what I've seen is that inkless only works on white people. And so everybody with a lot of melanin in their skin needs the color of the ink. So I don't do any inkless revisions. I get great results using ink. And so my personal opinion is that if I can get you results in 2 treatments, why would you do something that's gonna take 5 to 6 treatments and then have to come back and still possibly do inkless? So everybody who has ever came to me, got 3 or 4 treatments of inkless, didn't see your results. I did a girl like last month. She was of almost like whatever Kim Kardashian is. She was Middle Eastern. What was that? Oh, that was somebody upstairs. She was Middle Eastern, and she had been going to California to get inkless revision, and she got 3 or 4 treatments, and she didn't see any results. So she ended up coming to me. So to me, my perception is, why would you spend all that money to possibly get, because what people have said, I don't know because I don't do it, but what clients and what students have said is the way it works is you get a couple of treatments and then they tell you if the inkless doesn't work, then we can do camouflage. So I'm like, well, why not just do camouflage from the jump, because we know it's gonna work. In my opinion, people who only offer inkless don't know how to do camouflage. And so they offer inkless because they don't feel confident doing camouflage, which is fine, it's their business, but I do camouflage well. I do it exceptionally well. And so my connection is breaking video. Can y'all hear me? I see great results in fits 1, 2, maybe 3, exactly. So you mostly see results in the 1 and 2s. Everybody 3 and back, you don't see results in, and then the 3s is like, So for me, I get results with camouflage in 1 through 6. So why would I do something that's just, and to me personally, I think that when you have a client who has a lot of shame, or they have a lot of self-confidence issues anyway, and then you don't get them good results, they're less likely to keep coming back to let you do something else. So my people pay me because it works. And then they're done and they go on with their life and then they're happy. I have had many consultations with people who have gotten inkless, and I have probably like 5 active clients right now who have gotten inkless from somebody else, and they still had to come to me to get camouflage. and they went out to another state, they spent all their money, you know, and then they have to get the courage to come back and try something else. Or they're so frustrated because they have to try something else. Or versus with me, you see results in 2 treatments. Most of my clients don't get more than 2 treatments. Some of them need more than 2 treatments, but some of them get great results in 2 treatments. So if nothing else, at least you can see progress. Versus with English, they're like, yeah, I don't really. So no, I don't offer English. So that was a good question. I can't see how much. I need to plug my phone in. Another question I got this week was, do I do under eye camouflage? I don't do under eye dark circles. The reason being is this is ink, it's not makeup. So it's called permanent makeup. That's just a moniker to have you understand what it is, but it is not makeup. It is tattoo ink. So to me, under the eyes is very, very thin. If you were to rub your hand up under your eyes, that tissue under your eyes, the skin tissue under your eyes is very, very thin. You can almost take your finger and put it up under your skin and you can feel your bone underneath. There's very little tissue versus the skin under your eye and the skin on your cheek. If you were to rub your hand under your eye and then rub your hand on your cheek is a lot thicker than the skin under your eye. That skin under your eye is very, very thin. As this tattoo settles and ages, we get lines under our eyes, the dark circles under our eyes. It is not going to heal well. So it doesn't really look good as it ages. It is hard to heal. It is hard to not damage that skin because the skin is so thin. So I don't offer that. If you have dark circles, there are plastic surgeons who offer all types of fillers, all types of Botox, all types of various things to plump up that skin underneath to make it look better. I do work with surgeons. I work with a group of dermatologists here in Atlanta, and I don't have a specific surgical group that I work with here in Atlanta, but I get a bunch of referrals from plastic surgeons. And most of my clients who get like facial work, I get a lot of clients who've gotten facelifts. They've gotten like direct referrals from their surgeons. So yes, and yes. The next question, I'm just doing these off the top of my head because I don't have my phone right here. The next question that I got this week was a nurse practitioner. I've been getting a lot of inquiries from NPs. So I'm going to post this live on my page. I'm going to run and get my phone charger real quick, y'all. Hold on. Oh, and I found my backup phone. Are y'all still here? I'm going to post this live on my page so it can stay up. And I have another client coming in, so I gotta make sure that I stay on target. But I'm gonna post my live on my page so it can stay up. And so maybe if somebody is at work and they are listening to the replay later, let's see if we can get this to turn. Gotta plug my phone in. Ooh, child. I'm over here doing some nasty work. Ha! That ain't gonna work, sis. Let's see. Switch. Okay, hold on. We might have a fix. What about that? Okay. The phone is stretched, baby. My little light. I gotta sit right here. Get my little light from the screen. So I'm going to leave this on my page. And maybe if you are oh shit, did I take that out? Oh, that's the alarm. That ain't gonna work. Lord, I done unplugged the alarm system in the studio. My bad, player. Okay. I'm about to get in trouble. I don't answer my phone during the day. No and no. Whoopsie and no. Why the phone not acting like it's charging? Sorry, y'all, I'm having technical difficulties. Hold on. Let's move this over here. Hold on. Let's see, is that better? Why the phone not charging? Is it charging? Is my charger broke? I don't have it anymore. It's my sister. Why my phone not charging, y'all? That's the issue. I need my phone to be charging. I just stopped doing a live. I'm sorry, y'all. I was like, this girl crazy. She was straight talking and then stopped because my phone not charging and it's gonna go dead on us. Where is my other thing? Hold on. I got a backup plan. Okay, hold on. I'll keep talking. If I can plug this in. Let's see if I can get this to work. This is my last hurrah. There we go. Why is that? Charging. We just gonna have to trust that it's charging. And I need this light to come back on because it's so dark over here. Okay. Sorry. The next question is, I got my phone, so now I can go through my questions. Somebody asked me the other day, this is what I was saying. I've been getting a lot of inquiries from nurse practitioners. And so if you are a nurse practitioner and you follow me, anybody in healthcare, anybody in medicine, and you follow me, you girls have been asking me a lot of questions lately. And so I'm trying to answer some questions from here. So somebody asked me, no, not her. That's not her. Not her either. Somebody told me that they were a nurse practitioner. I can't find the name of who it was. I get I get a bunch of questions from all kinds of people. But I remember the question. So somebody was like, hey, I'm a nurse practitioner and I want to, she said like she's taking 1 or 2 PMU classes and she wanted to get into PMU. And she asked me about her NP license. I got this question a couple of weeks ago from a young lady who did an inquiry session with me. So if you're new to my page or you're new to this universe over here where I am located, I offer pick my brain session. So basically they're clarity calls. Like if you are trying to start out and you need help with your business, you don't know which way to go, you have a bunch of questions, people email me all these specific questions and I just don't have the time in my day to sit there and type you all kind of answers out. And if they're like very detailed questions, I'm not going to send that back in the email. I'm going to suggest that we hop on a call and I can literally answer all of your questions. And so that is a 1 hour call. It's like a coaching call, but I would say like a mini coaching call because it's only so much coaching that we can do in an hour. But basically this is if you have like very specific questions to like your progress, what you want to do. So this is like the second time I've gotten this question. So I feel like more people have this question. So if you are a nurse practitioner and you are also doing permanent makeup, as far as I know, those do not overlap. Those are 2 different industries. The tattoo industry does not care anything about your nurse practitioner license. The Georgia Board of Medicine does not care anything about your tattoo license. You know what I mean? Like you don't need either one to do them. So those are 2 different boards. The Georgia Board of Medicine regulates your NP license. The state board, that it's all comes from your NP license. The state is now going to regulate tattoo licenses, but they don't overlap. Right? They're not the same industry. One is healthcare, one is body art. They don't overlap. They don't recognize them. They don't care. If you have your NP license, you know, it's going to help you always because you're going to be able to diagnose people and not diagnose them as far as like giving them a prescription or giving them anything. But a lot of times people will come to me with these skin issues that they think are candidates for getting treatment and they're not because they just need to go to a dermatologist. Or sometimes I've referred people like, no, you might want to go get that checked out. That looks like it could be early cancer. That's not something I'm diagnosing. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not practicing medicine in my business, but I am using everything that I've learned as a healthcare provider for over 10 years to do my business well. I think it's why I'm so successful as an artist. I think it's why I'm so successful as a business owner. I think it's why I'm so successful as somebody with, what would you call it? Like, customer service skills, because you do all of that in providing medicine. It's the reason why I'm such a good educator. It's the reason why I'm such a good teacher. You know what I mean? Because you teach your clients, you teach your patients, you teach your students as a nurse practitioner, and you basically are just transferring all of that knowledge into this new field, and it's not lost. So if you are considering this as a path to go on, I highly recommend it. I think it would be a better transition for a lot of students to follow somebody who does have a medical background. I think that you can educate your clients better when you have a medical background. I don't think that it's, I don't think one is better than the other, but I definitely think that if you have medical knowledge and history and you can release that and relate that and express that in your marketing, in your business to your clients, it's gonna make you better. So a lot of times I think a lot of like nurses and nurse practitioners feel like they've lost all of that past effort, and it's not. You'll just be a different type of artist. Blush PM, you said, do I take insurance? No, I don't take insurance. Well, let me say this. I do take Healthy Savings, the HSA account, so you can take payments with that. But, this is all cosmetic. So I don't know about you, but most insurance does not pay for cosmetic treatments. If you want to get your hair done, your lashes done, all of those things to make you pretty, they don't pay for that. Most plastic surgeon stuff, that's all out of pocket. So this is a cosmetic treatment at the end of the day. Even though it's a medical treatment, you can file your payment with your insurance and get reimbursed, but I don't take it out up front. You would have to get your treatment and then try to get it reimbursed with your medical plan. Let's see, I learned from one too, and you're so right. The reason why I picked her for my first class was the exact reason. Exactly. You probably feel like you learned a whole lot more from a nurse than you may have just from somebody who started practicing. And that's not throwing shade on somebody who is not a nurse or not a healthcare provider. You're just gonna get a different experience. You know what I mean? It's like going to somebody who went to cosmetology school. Now, both are good. You know what I mean? You're gonna learn different things from different people. But if you go to somebody who can teach you the critical thinking, which is what I teach a lot of, people will ask me questions all the time when I'm teaching, and I explain everything very thorough and very high level, and I teach my students to challenge them. So a lot of times when I'm teaching, I'm not just gonna tell you why I'm not just gonna tell you what to do. I'm gonna tell you why I'm doing it. So that way, if you have that same situation or a similar situation, you can think your way through the answer. Because most of the time, the reason why people aren't good artists is because they don't understand why they're doing what they're doing. They just learned from somebody who told them, use this needle, pick this color to do this, and they might show you one or two tricks, and then boom. And if you get an outlier, you screw. Well, what I do like about medical tattoos is I don't get the same client every day. I get tons of different clients. I tattoo all over the body, so I'm not just only on the face. Like, I don't just do brows, I don't just do lips, I do all types of body parts. And everybody's skin is different, and body parts are different, skin tone different, age is different. So it's very much a scavenger hunt single day, and I get to think all the time, because what I liked about practice medicine is the same way. You like treat one person one way, and then you like and they don't fall into the mix, and you have to figure out how to treat them too. So it's the same way with this. What's my favorite pigment line? Intense Tattoo. If you can use a code, Latoya. It's just Latoya. You can go to Intense Tattoo. That's the pigment line that I use. That's the pigment line I promote. If you're interested, on my website right now, let me just say this before I get ready to wrap up. I am doing a special. I'm doing two specials, actually. I'm doing a Christmas special. It's going to end on Christmas Eve. So y'all got like a handful of days. I think my son said it's 8 days to Christmas left. So you got 7 days left. Everything on my website is 50% off. So I'm doing these 3 bundles. I have one for marketing, one for students, and one for people just getting into the industry. So if you need help with marketing, I do my social media account with no ads, with no, just based straight up organic, me learning what I learned. And it boomed in 2022-ish, I think. And so if you need marketing help, there is a marketing class, an ebook, and some marketing hacks all in that bundle, right? That's on there, 50% off. There is my online course, which is 50% off, as well as 2 bonus classes and a pigment playbook. 50% off. So my online course is usually $6.99. It is only $3.99. You get 2 bonus classes and you get a pigment playbook of like 25 formulas, all for only $3.99. So that's going to end Christmas Eve. And then the last thing is anybody who is coming into the industry, there's a template for my welcome package. So for every client, I give them a whole packet so they know what to expect when they come to my office, know where to park. It's like a whole like what you would do if you were flying out of town to a plastic surgeon's office. This is mostly what plastic surgeon's offices do. So I run my business like big money. And so I give everybody a welcome packet because about 50% of my clients don't live in Atlanta. So they're traveling in. It has like all kinds of things in it. That's included some business cards. Even though people tell y'all that business cards, people don't need them anymore. Everywhere has flyers and designs, and if nobody knows who you are, nobody knows who you are. So you got to get the word out. And there's also 2 other things in there. So all of that is 50% off, and it's going to end Christmas Eve. So that is one special I'm doing. The other thing is, if anybody is watching this and they did a consultation with me this year, but they did not book, I am doing $500 off all estimates that were $2,000 and up. $300 off all estimates that were $1,000 is up. About $2,500 is a good balance for mostly like one area. So most of my clients have gotten estimates that were somewhere in between there. On average, I charge from $850 to $3,000 for stretch mark camouflage and $850 to $4,000 for scar camouflage. All of that depends on the color, the location, the age, what the scar or stretch marks like came from. So it's not a one size fit all. Oh, which that leads me to the next question. So I do a consultation and then I determine the cost based on, all of those factors, and then you get an estimate and you have 2 weeks to move forward in your decision. If you're not ready, if you're not financially ready, if you are not, ready in life, you got other stuff going on, you might not could have moved forward. But this year to the end of the year, this is going to start Christmas Eve. So from Christmas Eve to January 1st, I'm doing this for people who previously got a consult. I'm honoring all consult prices for the whole year. If you were not able to book, go ahead. I do offer payment plans. I do take care credit. I do take HSA. So we ain't got no reasons to not start off the year feeling more confident. Let me just say, I have gotten clients who have gotten new jobs, raises, promotions, engaged, married, divorced, gotten proposed to, all after getting camouflage tattoos. So I'm not gonna say that I had anything to do with that, but the way it's adding up, I think I had something to do with that. And I will tell you why. I think there is something that happens when you put yourself first, and when you decide that you're worthy, and when you decide that you deserve, and when you decide that you finally want to pour into yourself. When you do something like that, when you invest in yourself, when you treat yourself, when you say, let me stop putting everybody first, let me take time for myself, let me do what I really want to do, let me decide that like I'm good enough, I'm pretty enough, I'm fly enough, I'm beautiful enough. It's time. When you make that decision and you show effort, first you got to make it in your head, but when you actually put some money behind it, and then you like move and you have to take off and you have to like put this in your schedule and you have to actually come to the appointment, the universe will literally send all of this new energy your way. And people leave here looking, acting, talking, behaving different before the results happen. And so by the time the results happen, by the time they come back, I see clients like 2 to 3 months apart. In that 2 to 3 month time period, people come back and tell me the wildest stuff that has happened to them, and I am literally like mouth dropped whenever they come back. I don't recognize these people half the time. I am like shocked. I take very good notes. When they come back in here, y'all, they be having new hair, new clothes, new cars, new bags. They be talking to me different. Every time people come back for their second treatment, I'm thinking these people be going on dates. They just be coming in here to see me, but they feel good. So if you want some of that energy, baby, I got it. The answer is right here. Get your camouflage tattoo. And I got 3 more minutes and we're gonna wrap this up. So if anybody has any more questions, that was like the third question. Oh, somebody asked me about prices. Do I have a price list? No, baby, this not hair. I don't have no price list. I don't have no price list because the services I do offer areola restoration, camouflage tattoo, scar camouflage, scar revision, but that literally depends on the client's scar, the client's area, the client's treatment. So it's not like arms are $1,200 because you could have a skinny arm, you could have a fat arm. You could have an arm with 3 stretch marks, you could have an arm with 30 stretch marks. You could have an arm with 3 short stretch marks, you could have an arm with 3 long stretch marks. I charge based on the area, the location, the amount of work, the color. Sometimes people will have on their arms 2 or 3 different colors. That means I'm going to have to make up 2 or 3 different colors. So I'm going to charge for my effort too, just like when you go and get your car fixed. You know what I mean? It depends on what type of car you got, how much the brakes cost, right? Same thing. Very much the same thing. So they don't just have brakes one price. They be like, okay, well, let me see what's going on with your brakes before I give you a price. It's the same situation. Let me see what's going on with your skin before I give you a price. So if you're interested in booking a consultation, go to my website, www.scaralchemy.com. On the main page, there's a tab. Okay. There's a main tab that says Get Started. Click on that. You're going to answer a questionnaire. At the end, you're going to upload a photo of your area. If it's more than one area, you're going to upload a video. You can only do one submission at a time. I'm the only person who uses photos, videos, and a candidate, we will send you a link to book the consultation. If you're not a candidate, I will send you an email and say, I don't think this is for you because it's an answer. There are no, you don't just send your email and you don't get response. Check email because we respond to every single body. I'm just going to tell you guys, this year alone, I got about 400 inquiries. This is a one-woman show. So let's do the math. What is that? 40 times 12? What is that? 40 divided by 12? How many is that? I don't even have my Alexa. Hey, Siri, what is 400 divided by 12?
400 divided by 12 is approximately 333.
So that's about a consult request a day, 33.333 a month. So on average, every month we get about 33, 35 requests for consultations. I don't treat that many people a month. It's a much smaller number, but that's how busy it is, and that's how many people are interested. And like I said, the hump to getting treatment versus coming in is really people's self-worth. So those were like the 4 questions that I answered. I answered all the questions in that amount of time. I'm feeling good. If I didn't get your question, if you dropped a question and I couldn't see it, DM me. I will answer it in my stories later on or next week. If you have questions and you're too shy, you can send me a DM and I will answer your question. And if you want to know more about our services, go to the website. You can see transformations. There are a lot of photos that I don't ever post on Instagram because they are not Instagram safe. Everything that I post, Instagram says is nude. It could be an elbow. They'll say it's nudity. So there are a lot of things I don't post on my Instagram page. I post everything on the website. So if you're curious about, what I can do, visit the website so you can see all the transformations. You can see for the most part. And even then, Google still does regulate stuff, so it's some things that I post on there that I can't post nowhere else. But if you're interested in what we offer, visit the website. The pictures are under the transformation page, and you can always send me an email if you have any inquiries. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Happy Hump Day. Christmas is next week. I'll see y'all then. Peace.